One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run to the right. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just push the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it? Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. He's at the touchdown Razorbacks. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Off play action on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Stumbled to the ground. The Panthers want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
He's got it. First down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third down, touchdown.
Just a short pass to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by 10 to Arizona State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run this play from the pistol. is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Williams looking for a man. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Running into the open space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has it. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the 1st down.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. It's caught. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, and Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill. Just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Back to throw. It's Baker. Pressure coming. And not much going on downfield. They just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency. So this...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been...
Taking it the other way. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Back to pass. Looking to buy time. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Holstein. Quick strike complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Panthers are in the hurry-up. They'll go back to the ground. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Buying some time. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll go to the air. The throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Line getting set on second down. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on route short. They take a shot down the field on third and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on third down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Here's the handoff. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand.
Nah, that was the luckiest shit ever. What the fuck type of overthrow was that? Hell nah, you got lucky as fuck.
Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Under fire. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Grab behind the line. It's Bennett. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And that is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
It's a draw. He breaks a tackle. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Williams will pass. Looking downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here comes the offense on second down. Give to Brown. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Williams looking for a man. Right on the money. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Quick completion on the outbound. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Good right down the boulevard. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by 13 to Arizona State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Caught near the sideline, it smothers.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with his back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Creates a little space. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Using the quick game. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Braswell. Touchdown, Panthers! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. send that offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Starting to feel a little pressure. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Williams will pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And he gets back on top of it, and a reverse disaster. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back on the field and ready to roll. They'll try the right side. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They're testing the right side here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's how you blow up the draw play. That's supposed to hit in between the tackles, but if you can force the ball carrier to bounce outside, you've got an opportunity to create a negative play, and they did exactly.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want it.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the right side. Slithers into space. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Right back to the well. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The short hands, it's Hawkins. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Quick completion on the out. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Pitt! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Tight end now in motion. Brown has it. Got a little space. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The RPO, it's complete. Past the 40. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And the Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Trying the left side. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ball game. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team. Staying focused, understanding it's a close battle. Win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused.